Oh God.
It's happened again. I love that Sophie's reaction was no, no, no.
I laughed like it wouldn't happen to me.
Honestly, that was amazing. Sophie could see herself in double vision. Good afternoon to each and everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We're on liveshopping.vip for today's 1 o'clock afternoon show. Sophie just opened the show there for us. That was a lovely Sophie. You may have or may have not seen Sophie before. She's one of our fabulous graphic designers, producers, camera operators, artists, connoisseur of crochet, the whole lot actually. And you just saw a glimpse of Sophie there. But so I'll introduce the team, shall I? I've got Sophie on cameras. And I've also got Amber in the wings producing and directing our show for us today. So we've got a wonderful team with us. It's going to be a fabulous show. I've got Cadence glass painting with you. I've got all brand new glass substrates and surfaces. It's really exciting. If you've been shopping ahead already for today's shows, of course you could already be watching on social media or on the liveshopping.vip website, but also if you've shopped ahead on the Highlight Crafts page, because you'll also find these items there as well. That's when you can take advantage of all of your still club discounts, okay? So it is still on the Highlight Crafts website, but we're broadcasting live on live shopping for you today as well. Thank you to each and every one of you joining us. The way that this works, of course, the same format. We're streaming live on Facebook and on Instagram, on live shopping socials, and also on the Highlight Crafts socials as well. So you can still find us in those destinations and watch us. All you need to do is type into the comments section all of the shop codes that I share with you, and automatically they'll add them to your basket. So the way that this works, if you're joining us on Facebook or Instagram, when you type shop plus the code, so for example your download, shop flutter, that we've got for us today, if you type that into the comments, automatically it adds it into your basket and you receive a direct message sent to you within your inbox. Now, during or after the show, you can go to that inbox and click the link and it will redirect to the website and you can check out your order. When you are working and shopping on the liveshopping.vip website, what will happen is it'll redirect you there, okay? So the link that you select in your message will redirect you straight on over to the live shopping website. Then you can, of course, complete and check out your order. If you've already shopped in advance, you can still go to the Highlight Crafts website and find these products and shop ahead for them on there as well. The show is not live streaming though on the Highlight Crafts website, it's on the live shopping website, okay? And this is your opportunity to be experienced in that area as well. Also, you'll find on live shopping and lots of other brands on there as well, where all our third-party members, all of our friends and family of the crafting world, such as Debbie Moore, Jamie Rogers, all of those different brands on there for you, emblems, a lot. So you can always check out those items at the same time. But this is our Highlight Craft show. You can watch us, as I say, on the live shopping website and also on the YouTube feed as well. So you've got all those destinations to join, shop and have fun with us. Okay, so let's get into it. I do have the tablet on charge at the moment because it does get a good amount of use. So keep your comments coming in and keep me company for the show. And it'd be wonderful to have you with me. Right, okay, so we're going to get started with glassware. Now, I love all of this. This is wonderful. This is your garden, your summer party settings, everything sorted straight away. Now, what we've got for you is a set of 3 glass drinks containers, or vases, or cocktail glasses, whatever you want them to be, in their own metal carrier. Now, this is just £12.99. It is shop milk to go for this. They are traditional milk crate glasses, but you can use them for anything. Now, we're going to be painting these. We could be rice papering them. The straws come with them, and they're all washable as well. So you do get your straws, which aren't just disposable. They are to last. Each one goes inside its little holder like this, which means when your family and friends are coming round for a drink, or maybe you've got prepared a jug of iced tea or homemade lemonade, something like that, you take this out to the garden, pop it down, and then they've got the drinks. Maybe you're going to go for multiple ones of them. This is great though. I love this. We saw this and thought we have to share this with you on our shows. It's a wonderful product. It's great again for outdoors. So the picnic area, the outdoor settings, and of course with a drinks container like this, it means you've got no spill because it's got a cap on it, even though it does have a straw. All metal lids, all metal frame inside here too. So you've got all of those advantages of this product. And these are all fully washable glasses. Now you could be using your rice paper onto these with your dishwasher safe glue. You could be going onto here with your Dora glass paints as well, which you cure in the oven, which we do have on the show for you, or your hybrids. It's entirely up to you. What I do also think would look lovely is remove all 3 of these caps. Okay, so I'm going to take all 3 of them off, and then what you could do is fill each one with water up to the metal line and put singular stemmed flowers in each one. And I think that on a windowsill would look absolutely brilliant. You would have all those flowers just popping out there, just by one bunch of flowers. It would look amazing. So that there for you is Shop Milk. It's $12.99 for your glasses. Just give them a good wash before you use them. You can see these ones here. Inside they just have a little bit of dust. Now I've just thoroughly washed this set here, and you can see the difference in them. So when you get them home, just give them a little wash, and you can see you get full transparency. That's just because with glasses you manufacture it, it creates a little bit of a leaching dust on the inside, which is straight after the glass is cooled. So all you need to do is just wash that out and you're good to go. But these are for drinking, for display purposes, for a lovely vase. I think these are going to look great with flowers in them. They would look wonderful. If you've got a garden that you can create lots of fresh cut flowers, why not use it for the whole of summer? Or if you just want to have some drinks inside them, these can be yours for $12.99. Shop Milk. Type that into the code, type that into comments, or of course add it to your basket on the website. We're now going to have a look at these 2. Now from our drinks containers to our bottles, these are wonderful. Again, these are glass. They're already painted, so they're actually already a coloured glass, but it means you can still paint on top of these with your acrylics or the Dora paints or rice papers. Anything at all. Now they've got a little silicone stopper that sits right in the neck of the bottle just there, and then what you do is you have, maybe just pop that one back over, you then have the metal clasp which then tightly crimps it together so it creates an airtight seal. So maybe you're making your own juices to take with you, maybe it's going to be a dressing that you're going to have out for salads and things like that. You've got this, and you also have a larger one. So whether it's cool refreshing drinks that you're going to have out on your dining table in the garden, or even if you're not going to have anything inside them at all and they just look wonderful to display on the shelves, these are great. Now this is $12.99 shop bottle. It should be $15.98. You've got a great saving there. You get both of them, both sizes, sent home to you, and you're going to of course be able to rice paper them, paint them, spritz them, marble spray onto them, all sorts. But they're not only decorative, they're also functional. $12.99 shop bottle for the set of 2 of those. You've then also here got 3 glass lanterns, and I'm going to be demoing on these first. They do come with the stripes on the front. Now the stripes, if you wanted to remove them, you can. I've discovered that you can wash those stripes off. So if you were to put a candle inside, they'd work really well. So you could just have them as a little lantern out in the garden or on the windowsill or on the fireplace. You could have them hanging in trees, it'd look great. You could put little solar lights inside them too. You can get 3 of them, but also you've got all of these stripes around it, which means you can remove them for painting, or you can mirror spray on the inside of them. All those different techniques we're going to explore during the show. But for 3, shop stripe is for $12.99. That is an incredible price, okay? You've got a great saving on this one. 3 glass lanterns for you. White stripes all the way down. You can see you can remove these as well. You can leave that on if you want to. Rice paper it, paint it. This is your Cadence with glass show. So we're going to be showing you how you can work with the glass mediums onto glass itself. The next ones we're going to have a look at for you are your fluted tall vases. Okay, now these already have almost like an acid wash effect to them, which is wonderful. Now you could aquastone this, which almost rehydrates the surface, and it would dry beautifully. You can go straight on here with paint because it is a glass surface. You could paint the inside, but you are going to get both of them. Now it's shot blue. They are almost like a sort of purpley blue colour, and they are $14.99. They should be $17.98. You get both of them, so you get a pair. But these on a table would look wonderful with a bunch of flowers in, or also you might be using one for your utensils. So it's a great size utensil pot for the kitchen if you're going to keep your spoons in it. Maybe you're going to have both in the kitchen. One's got like the pincers, all that sort of stuff in it, the larger ladles, and one's got all of your wooden instruments in. We've got 2 in our kitchen. We keep all of our wooden ones in one. The other one we have all of our metal handled like spatulas and all those sort of things kept inside there. But both of those for you. Shot blue is going to get you the pair of them. They're a great size too, and for $14.99 that's a great price. You could pay that for just one of these in a department store or anywhere within retail So check out great prices on great items while we've got them. This is the first time we've seen all of these here at Live Shopping and on Highlight Crafts, so take advantage, okay? We have got for you 3 wonderful little fairy, I call them fairy lanterns, because they're scalloped, okay? And they already have an ombre colour to them. Now you can paint over this, that's what this whole show is about. You can paint on top of these already. Mirror spray inside as well to create a lovely effect. But you're going to get 3 of them. They've got the lovely little copper wire on. And these would look great just with a tea light in each one, hanging from a tree or out in the garden. Maybe you're just going to place them out of an evening around the edges of the patio. Or you've got some brackets or some little cup hooks on your fence and you're going to hang these up. They would look great of an evening and they're going to just flicker, create that ambient glow, look perfect in your home. This, all 3 of them, it's Shop Lilac and it is £12.99 for 3 of your Glassware lilac jars. Super, super cute. You could rice paper them as well. Remember, we have got that massive download on today's show, which I'm going to share with you in just a minute. You could be rice papering these, painting them, adding your little dimensional effects to them, whether it's your hot fix rhinestones. You could be glazing them with all the different paints, mirror spraying them, painting with all of the Cadence glass paints that we've got on the show as well. Before we do go into all the paints, just going to take a moment to introduce to you this download. Now, it launched this morning at 8 AM, but I'm going to start here and follow me around because look how big this download is. It spans the entire room, okay? The entire room, all the way around here. You've got 60 designs, all brand new artwork released today. If you didn't join us for the 8 AM show, now is your chance to get hold of it, okay? This is a massive amount of artwork. It's huge. You've got ethereal, whimsical, playful, majestic, contemporary, but just in all, an amazing selection of colour. It looks brilliant, it really, really does. Now, pops of colour all intertwined together. You've got the fairies, you've got the angels, you've got the scenes in the background. You can create so many different ones. It's usable within Minecraft Studio as well because they're all JPEG files. So you can use them in Minecraft Studio to change the colour, the scaling, the sizes. We made more papers from these earlier because we were overlapping them and blending the scenes together, meaning we were putting our figures inside the scenes where we have the trees, which created even new designs. But you've got 60 in total, 60 papers to play with there, and they're going to come to you instantly because they are a download. Now that's Shop Flutter. It's just £24.99 for all 60 of those designs. You got a great saving. This should be £29.99. So get them today for the show price, which is unbelievable. And as a download, there's no postage. So it means that if you're shopping for anything today but you want it today, that's what you want to shop for because you're going to get it instantly. So that there is our download for you, Shop Flutter £24.99. We're going to have a look at the paints that we have out for you on the show as well, which is lovely because we've got the Cadence Dora Hybrid Metallics. Now, all 3 of these bundles are on the show for you. The first one that we're going to start with is Shop 1. Now, have a look at that price on your screen. This is ridiculous. Now, these should be £38.97, teetering on £40 for this bundle of 3, which for the paints, this is what they should be priced at because of the quality, the volume of the paint, the durability, and what these paints provide and do. The hybrids, you're going to get 3 90ml pots in total. This is Shop 1, but that price is £14.99. £14.99 for 3 Dora Hybrid Metallics. That is fabulous value for money. Now, Dora Hybrids are packed with not only metal flake, but also tons of mica. The metal flake is finely ground down, so it gives you that Dora flash that the Dora paints are so well known for, which means it's almost reflective when you move the project around, giving you a different light, bouncing off different angles. So when you think about painting it onto a textured surface like this, with all of those sort of indentations, you're going to get light bouncing off different areas. Now this one here for you is Shop 1, £14.99, and that's going to get you your antique pink, your pearl, and you're also inside there going to get your green. The next bundle for you is the second one down, which is Shop 2. Again, should be £38.97 down to £14.99. This is going to get you your blue, your anthracite, and you're also going to get your dark orchid in there as well. Those 3 tones coming to you, again in 90ml pots, huge pots to work with. And the third and final set down here at the bottom, you might be shopping for all 3 today because they are at a brilliant deal. Shop 3, £14.99 again, is going to get you a royal gold, bronze and silver. Now, those 3 paints will not only go onto glass, they go onto metal, wood, fabric, grey board, polystyrene, plastic, they go onto perspex, you name it, any surface you want these to go onto other than candles, because the candle paint is for that one, you're going to be able to cover it. I know, it's amazing. So machine washable on fabric, you want to set it with a flat iron with no steam, just on the back, so the hottest temperature the fabric will take. Of course, if it's going into the dishwasher or out in the garden, you want to leave it 21 days to cure. Okay, 21 days to cure is all it takes. I know, it's amazing. Now, I'm going to take you to another paint. Now, Cadence provide paints for everyday surfaces, but they also provide specialist paints. Now, these are your specialist paints. We've got for you 4 different bundles. These are glass paints from Dora. Now, notice how we looked at the Dora Hybrids, which is a multi-surface paint. We've now got the Dora glass paints. Now the difference between those is that this is an oven curing paint. So it's still an acrylic base, but there's a formulation within inside this paint that means it can be cured in the oven, removing the actual need for the 21-day curing process, which means you can paint your glassware, let it set, go straight into the oven at 180 degrees for just 15 to 20 minutes, and then it's bonded, cured and welded to the glassware, making it dishwasher safe, food safe, flake, scratch and of course peel resistant. Now the first one that we're going to look at here for you is Shop Lavish. This one is just £17.99. It should be £23.96. You've got a saving on there as well. You're going to get 4 colours within each one of these bundles. Now the Lavish set is incredibly lavish. You can see how detailed, how the depth of these colours is so strong. You actually have the black in this bundle, along with the dark turquoise, and the chestnut, and you also have the bright maroon, okay? Now those 4 colours are going to come to you within the Lavish collection, which is Shop Lavish. The next one for you is your Jewel collection. Sorry, is it this one here? Oh, sorry, that one there. Sorry, Sophie. That one there is our Jewel collection, which is it this one?
They're different colours to what's on there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Bear with us, guys. There we are, sorted. Shop Jewel, do apologise, Sophie. So this one here is Shop Jewel for you. This one inside here, again, £17.99. This one's got your anthracite, you've got your antique, well, your peridot gold. You do also inside here as well have that bright fuchsia, and you've got your emerald green. Shop Jewel for that one. And the next collection we're going to have a look at for you is Shop Rich, which is now this one, of course. This one's got your cyclamen inside here. You've got your diamond. Now look at that colour, that diamond colour. It's like a crossover between silver and pink. It's kind of in between. It's teetering on a platinum, but it is wonderful. And then also you've got your amethyst and you've got your blue inside there as well. Now all of those colours coming together for you are absolutely exquisite. You can see as well the depth of the colours is just exquisite. Again, the next one for you is Shop Polish. Now it's Shop Polish for this one. You've got 4 paints inside here. Incredible soft pastel tones as well. So, I'm just going to share with everyone what happened there. Because basically the way that our studio works, and it's a great setup, these studios are fabulous, is we've got a television screen behind Sophie, so I can see what you can see now, which is great. But the television sometimes drops out, and for a minute there, I was watching a nature show. I think it was David Attenborough, and it was lovely actually. It was rather nice, but I got to see it for a few seconds, and it looked like they were just about to start eating a meal out in the wild. So yeah, got tuned out at the right moment. But Shop Polish there gets you a wonderful soft pastel collection tones. You've got that wonderful antique lilac. You've got the champagne, the aqua, and also one of my favourite ones, the jade. All 4 of those colours are going to come to you. It's Shop Polished for this one, £17.99 for all of those in there. Should we go and have a look at some of the paints in action? Yeah, I think so. Let's go and do it, everybody. So, you can see here one of the projects I made earlier with that fabulous download that we've got on the show, and I actually glued some of the rice paper design to fabric. And doesn't that look wonderful? This one's now dry and set, and you can see no matter how much you screw it up or fold it or crinkle it, it still sticks beautifully. It doesn't curl back or fold back at all. That's the beauty of working with rice papers on fabric. So let's pop that to one side. Just going to pop that there on our little handles. Lovely stuff. Okay, so we're going to have a look at some glassware. Now, glassware of course, we've got loads of different configurations for you today on the show. I'm going to work with one of our drinks containers first to start with. Now, creating a blend is something that I get asked often. In fact, actually, this one's shot milk. It's $12.99. I'm going to show you a different one first. And I'm changing what I was going to do, but I wanted to show you how you can remove those stripes. Let me have a look and see. I've got one just here. So when you get yours home, all you want to do is remove the tag, so you can take that off it. So you just take the tag away from it if it's got one on, so that can go in the bin. Now this section here, the wire, you can actually remove this. If you get something quite fine, like a paintbrush, most of the time you can just pop that in and twist that back like this. Have a look and see which way I need to twist it. Yeah, so if I twist it this way, and you can twist it back of course. Let's have a little look. It should open that up for us, which means this will now come off. There we go, like that. So if you just twist that wire back on itself, you can remove that section, which is a little bit of a tip for you. Now all I'm going to do now is go to my water tray that I've got, and these stripes we can wash off, okay? So look at that, you can remove the stripes if you don't want them permanent, which I love that about it. So maybe the stripes aren't your thing, but you like the lanterns. I'm just going around with a sponge with just some water. I've got a little bit of soap inside here, nothing special, just a little bit of hand soap actually. And that is going to take all of that off for us. There we go, just like that. And we're going to go all the way around, removing those stripes off of here. Wonderful. And then rotate that around again, making sure to get any of that off. And I'm assuming it's a type of paint that's water soluble, but it's not an acrylic. Okay, so that's been probably printed onto there for us. Then what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of kitchen towel just to dry that off. So whenever you're working with your glass paints, or any paints for that matter on glassware, always make sure to give it a good wash first, thoroughly clean it, and then thoroughly dry it. Okay, you can either naturally let it air dry and then wipe it down afterwards to remove any drip marks. But you want to make sure you're removing all of the moisture, especially if you're going to be using something like mirror spray on the inside of it. Now we could do that actually with this one. We could have a go with our mirror spray. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure all of the moisture is removed off of here, which is really important if you're working with mirror spray. There we go. And we're going to start to spritz it inside. Now the mirror spray is on the show. We do have that for you today. And always make sure you're using this in a well ventilated area. We're in a very big studio. We also have the air conditioning on, and after the studio shows we will then ventilate the room. You want to make sure that at home you're either doing it outside, or of course you are going to be working with it inside a area with loads of windows open, that sort of thing, or out in the garden. Okay, right, okie doke. So I'm going to make sure that it's definitely dry, which it is. Now when you're working inside a vessel like this, there's a few things you can do. If you want to make sure you're going to get no spray on the outside of the glass, you can line it with tape. Okay, if I take some masking tape here, all I'm going to do is run this around the outer edge, and that will stop any spray from just going around the lip of the glassware, and we don't want that. We don't mind it covering the top section, but we don't want it going on the outer edge because it will give you a different effect. So all I'm doing now is masking up this top section just here. There we go. Perfect, like that. So we're going to go all the way around the edge, like that, and that's now just sealed all of that in, so we're going to get no spray going further down. Now I'm going to spray directly down first, give it a good shake, and move around in here. Now Shop Mirror is on the show, $29.99. It is an unbelievable product. Now I'm going in with a very light coat to start with. There we are, like that. And then all we're going to do is give it a little waft. Okay, so we do a little waft and that just gently dries it. Okay, it will dry in a minute, but we do it of course in small thin coats, which is better because you don't want it to run. Now you can already see there it's already mirrored the glassware, which is just amazing. You don't need a great amount. I'm going to put a tiny little bit more just on the inside of there, just to make sure I've covered any parts that I may have just slightly missed. Remove that tape off of here, like that. And there we go, let's give it another little mist. You can see there on the edge where it's drying, it evaporates incredibly fast. Okay, so that there is our mirror spray, all done and ready to go. Now that is Shop Mirror, it's £29.99, and that product makes glassware go from transparent to completely mirrored in seconds. It's unbelievable stuff. I mean, look at that, it is crazy. My mind blows. Now we are actually bringing you a product soon from Cadence, which enables you to take your mirror spray and then make it any colour. I know. That's coming very, very soon, but it's all in the pipelines, okay? There's lots of product development happening there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add our metallics to it. Now, our masking tape, I'm just going to see how much I've got left on this roll. Not a great deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and utilise the one I've got here. Let's have a little look. Open that up. Perfect. And we're going to mask part of this off to paint the bottom of it, okay? So I'm going to go around here with my tape. There we go, and start to circulate this all the way around, making sure to get in line with where I started, like that. Just going to smooth that down. In fact, I think I might have gone a little bit off course there. Try and keep that as straight as possible. There we go, and try and match up. Perfect, there we go, match that up that time. And then I'm just going to use this piece to link the two together there so it doesn't come undone. So now we've got our glass jar mirror sprayed on the inside, and then we've masked it on the outside like this. So now we can start going with our glass paints. So I've got my paint palette. I know I thought I might come back from Turkey and this have disappeared, as Mel was saying it may do, but it didn't. I came back and it was here. It was absolutely fine. We can go with any colour because it covers directly onto the glass. So let's go in with this wonderful shade of cyclamen, okay? And I'm just going to take the card away. Have a look, take that, there we go, perfect. I was about to get my nifty little tool out there, but realised I didn't need it. I was good to go with that one. So with the Adora glass paint, it's a water-based paint. It goes directly onto the glass surface after you've cleaned it. Now it's fully mixed as well, so you don't need to do any stirring, anything like that. All that we need to do is use the correct applicator. Now we've got Cadence cut and use foam on the show. This stuff's brilliant, okay? It's a paint applicator. Comes to you in a full A4 pad, and you just cut it up with your scissors into little individual blocks like this. Take your scissors to it, it cuts ever so easily. So if you've got larger sections like this, for example, this is like one of the corners, you just take your scissors to it and cut it, and you end up with all of these little blocks. You're neaten it up just like that. Oh, sorry, Sophie. That was just come towards you. And then, of course, you've got your paint applicator ready to go. It also means you can blend very easily. So what I'm going to do is a singular coat, and we're going to layer this up. So you take some of your paint, and then you take it back off on your palette. So you want to have an even coverage like this on your sponge, and start to work directly onto the glass. Now, because we mirror sprayed underneath here, if you were to go very lightly with this, which I'm doing, it will allow any reflection of that glass to shine on through, which looks beautiful. I mean, look at the coverage of that. Now, the collection I'm using here is Shop Rich. This has got your wonderful selection of colours inside this, but it's got that wonderful bright pink that I'm using here. Also, using the sponge means that you don't get loads of brush strokes. It's not streaky when it dries. It's just even, okay, which is what we want. Now I'm actually working onto the exterior of the glass here, but you can paint on the inside, but of course I opted for the mirror spray. So we're going to completely transform this glass lantern from something it was to something it is now. So let's rotate that around again. There we go. And keep me company, say hello in the comments, get involved. Are you watching us on Highlight Crafts? Are you watching on live shopping? Where are you watching us? Where have you found us? Are you enjoying the show? Keep me in touch, give me some updates, let me know, and also let me know what you're up to today with your crafting. We've got loads to look forward to tomorrow. So tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock we're launching a brand new selection of moulds that are the most beautiful moulds we have ever done here at Highlight Crafts. I cannot wait for you to see them, they're unbelievable. So they're launching at 8 o'clock, and we've got brand new Christmas moulds as well, which is super exciting. Now I'm going to take this tape here away, like that, which was a slightly old tape, but it did us okay. Look at that. We have now mirror sprayed the bottom half and painted half of it up. So it's completely changed that lantern from what was this over here to our basic lantern, which looks lovely as it is, to something that we've completely transformed. Now that's how you can do that with Cadence and Glassware together. Now that's shop stripe for those glass lanterns. For the three of them there together, it's fabulous. Now, what I'm going to do is give you a quick recap of some of the items that we've got on the show, and then we'll go back and have a little look at it again. So this here for you at the top of the show that we had a look at first, this is Shop Milk. $12.99 for your milk glass jar containers. These are wonderful. Now you're going to get 3 of them inside the encasing. Shop milk is the code that you need. The $12.99, great for if you're having family around over the summer months and you're going to be using them for drinks out in the garden. You've got the little carry case with them. The straw has this little ridge on it as well. So when you're feeding the straw into it, make sure that the larger length where that meets the ridge goes up on the inside of the cap. So then it basically means that the straw won't come out like that, okay? It stops it. It's got a little stopper on it. So you feed that back in and just crimp it together. And there you go, there you have it. It's also got a little silicone seal around there, which makes it super safe and means it's not going to spill everywhere. They are glass as well, and it's always recommended to drink from glassware. It's much better, and glass is a sustainable material as well. You've got the metal stand, which is wonderful. Now it's up to you. If you wanted, you could keep these separate. You could fill this with little plant pots and have little plants inside here, which would look really nice. But alternatively, you could have these all 3 inside here, all of the lids taken off, and have flowers in each one. I think that's what I'd be actually starting to do with this first. You could have it in a kitchen windowsill. It would look wonderful. Also, one thing that I tend to do a lot of is I have a lot of house plants and plants out in the garden, and some of the trailing ones, every now and again you have to trim them. But if you trim the trimmings, if you take them off and put them in water, eventually they grow roots and you can replant them, creating more plants. So it's like you're making plants for free. Now what this would look really good is with cuttings of your home plants from your house in here, and when they start to grow roots, take them out and put them in a pot, and you've got a little propagator set there, which would be really, really cool. That there for a set of 3 is just $12.99. Shop milk for that one. Absolutely fabulous deal there. The second one we had a look at was Shop Bottle. This is £12.99 as well, down from $15.98. You can see there you're going to get both of them. The slimline one, they have the metal clasp at the top as well, which crimps shut with the silicone seal on there too. So you literally fill it with whatever you want. Give them a thorough clean before you do, especially if you're storing anything for food inside here. Silicone top goes in there, rotate it round and that crimps and seals it. And the next one, pop it up, and you can see as well there, you've got a larger, so a wider one. These would look great even if you were to gild them, so maybe you're going to use your metal leaf on these. You've got gold bottles, how cool would they look? You're going to antique them, rice paper them. You could take them and literally, with the download that we have on today, take one of those rice papers to it, maybe paint it white first, and start to add these to the front of them and glue them on. They would look amazing. But for the pair of those, it's Shop Bottle, $12.99. Sorry, for $12.99. And you can use that download, of course, to cover them. Now we've got the tablet with me as well, so I'm going to read out some comments that we've got as well. Karen says, I've mirror sprayed a Bon Man jam. Oh, I've not seen that word before. Jar for my paintbrushes, it looks great. Oh, fabulous. A jam jar. For my brushes, it looks great. Thank you for sharing that, Karen. That sounds fabulous. Wendy Corbett says, I'm watching on Facebook while I'm ironing before I do some crafting. Oh, wonderful. What crafting are you going to be doing, Wendy? I'd love to hear. Everyone's saying it's amazing and it's so easy to use. It absolutely is. Let's have a look. Ooh, lots of you getting involved. Also, let me know if you have used that mirror spray. I'd love to hear from you as well. Alison says, it's lovely to hear from you, Alison. It's great to hear from you. I hope you're well. People put the Dora Hybrids the run. They are brilliant. Yes, they are brilliant. The Dora Hybrids are fabulous as well. Good morning. Good afternoon to you, Doreen, as well. Lots of you getting involved as well. It's great to have your company. I'm starting from the bottom and working my way up, so that's probably why I'm reading these comments in reverse. Wendy says, any hints for the Cadence Club, please? Well, the Cadence Club is going to be, the video is going to be released not long now because we're going into July, so the video will be coming out very, very soon. I could maybe drop a few hints, but maybe I'll drop some tomorrow. Who knows? Well, in the Cadence Club, I want to evolve and start to share with you more product in different ways on how to use it. But also, Wendy, what I would love to hear from you is what would you like to see? Because I've got plans and I've got ideas for, of course, the next 3 months. But I'd also love to hear feedback of what you'd like to see more of. You're more than welcome to put that in the comments there, or drop us an email, or put it in the Cadence Club group if you want to. But yes, let me know what you'd like to see more of. But there's lots coming up in the pipeline, okay? Might be even delving into doing some acrylic pours in the club, which would be nice. Let's have a look. So, Carol Lewis says, some people I know get absolutely blotto when drinking outdoors, so I wouldn't risk bringing these lovely bottles when they are around. I had to keep them for flowers in the kitchen. I think the flowers is a great idea. You could do little mocktails in them if they weren't going to do drinky drinks. It's entirely up to you. You could put beverage in them, or you could put maybe like iced tea or an iced coffee or something would look nice inside those. I think they're just fabulous. And I love as well the shape of them. They work really well. Good afternoon to you, Mrs. H. Lovely to have your company. Hi, Eileen, Lynn as well. Carol and Karen, it's wonderful to have your company. Do keep us comments coming through. From our glass bottles that we had a little look at, we do also have the set of 3 lanterns there for you as well, which are brilliant. Set of 3 of those together. You can see you've got the stripes on there, and the stripes are absolutely fabulous because you can wash them off and you can paint them, you can mirror spray them, you can remove the handles from the top and turn them into planters. You could make these into candles themselves, so you could fill them with wax, and then you could put multi-wicks in them, put them out in the garden. They would look incredible, and you could make and sell with them, gift with them. Maybe citronella candles are going to be these this year. That one is shop striped, just £12.99. We also have for you here 2 glass vases. Now these are wonderful. You could turn these into candles as well, which would look nice, because just in between every single line you've got this ridge there, and all of the light would shine through it. So I wonder if I could do this. Let me grab the iPad, and I'm going to put the light on it and show you that inside you get that wonderful light shining through. Do you just see it just there? Okay, and that's going to shine through all of those little lines that are on the edge, and it would look amazing. Unfortunately, we can't turn the studio lights off in here because we are the plug's upstairs. Basically, the plug's upstairs. We can't do it. So this here, we've got 2 vases in total. £14.99 for the set of 2. They're like a frosted, aged finish. They've got a lovely texture to them. It feels almost like they've been sandblasted, okay? So there's not a physical product to be washed away here. It is the actual exterior surface of that glass, and I love it. But I am curious to wonder whether you could maybe wash this away. Who knows? But you could have fun with this. But you can go straight on with your glass paints if you wanted to. That is shop blue for the pair of those. $14.99. We also have down here the really cute, and these are proper sweet. I mean, they don't have to be for candles. They could be for little girl's room. Maybe you're going to do a pegboard, and each one of these is going to be for jewellery, or it's going to be for little notes, all those little tiny bits and bobs, all embellishments that you want to keep, but they are designed as a tea light holder. So they would look great out in the garden, all in the trees, with little tea lights in there for an evening. But maybe you're not focused out on the garden. Maybe that's not a place you want to delve into. In your home, they would still look beautiful as well. Even on a mantelpiece, you can get those little wire trees as well, where you could hang them on, and you'd have different layers. You could put battery lights in them if you prefer battery instead of a naked flame in your home. It's much safer as well. They would be perfect for that. Shop Lilac gets you the 3 of those. They're almost like little tulips. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and I love the ombre colour that just smokes out from the bottom to the top. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's actually on the inside of the glass, so even if you had them outside, it's not going to affect it. You could do loads with these. You could do rice paper on them, paint them individually, do a little trio, do a gift set, but for $12.99 shop Lilac, that's a great deal. Again, we do have the download that's behind me as well. This download is massive, okay? It is shop Flutter. It's just $24.99 for a brand new download. It was incredibly busy this morning. So many of you are checking that out, and we've managed to get it added to this show so that if you missed it, you could join in and grab it. Alongside that download, because that is just $24.99, shop Flutter, you might be thinking, well, applicators for paint, what else can I get? Well, we've got this on the show for you. Now, this is shop set. Great price points on today's show. Lots of them, all the tools and applicators are all under £20. Well, this here for you is a decked on set of sponges with the handle actually moulded into the shape. This here is a low density foam as well, and that means for this one it's going to give you great application on wood stains and glazes, glosses, all that sort of stuff. Really achievable with these ones. They're all a black foam. Inside here you get 10 in total. I'm not going to open this set for you because it is sealed, but they're fully washable, which means you don't have to throw them away after you've used them. Sorry. Shop set for £12.99. Okay, there you go, you've got those there. Amber, shall I go? Should we have a look and make something?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Should we make something? Let's make something, shall we? So with our Dora paints, I've still got this pink one here out on my mat, so I'm not going to waste that. We're going to use that one. And we're going to go back to the glass bottle that we were going to actually start with. Now I want to show you how you can create the perfect blend just halfway between with these colours. Now a complementary colour to work with this would be something like the champagne, which would go really nicely with it, or you could go dark as well. The diamond would work really well, or you could contrast it, mix it with the black if you wanted to, but I think that may be a little bit dark. The turquoise, however, would look very nice. I don't know which one to use now. Oh, actually, I think light pink into that would look fabulous. Let's do that one. So this one here is our antique lilac, okay? So with the antique lilac, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cap off and pop some out onto my mat. Now you're going to work with your lightest colour usually first, but what I'm going to do is use two separate applicators so we can make it really easy for anybody who's never done blending before. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take the sponge and we're just going to use our Cadence cut and use. Now for this set here, I've actually dabbled and dipped into the set that's polished and also the set that's rich. So what we can do is start with either one of the paints and then meet in the middle. So what I would start with is either one of them like this and work your way around just onto the glassware, just like that. Remember, I'm painting the exterior of the glassware, so it's still food safe, it's not submerged continuously underwater. And I'm going to go around just these three sides so I can keep it laid flat for you so you can see how it transforms. So keep picking up the paint, there we are. And then we're going to stop that transition, probably almost halfway up, okay. So remember, I've got the neck of the bottle, so just about here will be perfect. And it dries relatively quick as well, which is quite surprising for a glass paint. You would expect it to take days to dry or set, or it goes really tacky. It doesn't. It's very quick. I'm actually going to take the lid off so I can hold the bottle a little bit easier. Starting down this side, working my way around. And again, because I'm only painting one side of it at a time, which I would suggest doing two, to do as well, it's easier to hold. Okay, so we're making it much easier for ourselves. There we are. And then we're going to go right up to the edge like this, go all the way around. Look at that, and look how sparkly that lilac paint is. That is like super glitz and sparkly there, but we still need to make that crossover transition in the middle. So I'm going to go right up to the edge, and then just before we do, we're then going to use the lighter colour to cross over onto the darker one and mix them together in one space. Okay, there we go. All the way around here, almost right up to that edge. Oh, Amber, I think I'm watching the Nature Channel again. Oh, is it gone? It's gone now. I don't know, hey? So what we're going to do, it's been a really crazy busy day today, guys. We've got lots going on. We're prepping, of course, the Academy for the workshop days, which start tomorrow. So if any of you are joining us tomorrow, please pop that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And also let us know who you are. We've got lots coming up for you. It's really, really exciting. So there's all of that to look forward to at the same time as all of the shows that we're doing. So what I'm going to do is then start to blend. Okay, so I'm now working that lighter sponge over the darker area. And look how it's transforming that together. Then pick up that darker sponge to reiterate and reinforce any of that. Just like this. And again, keep working into one another. You're almost folding folding the face. I hope that's not me. Amber just went, you're on the telly, there's an elephant on the screen. There's a nature show on. I'm not, that's not me. Well, oh, there's a baby. That's really cute, actually. What's happening? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with the lighter colour, and notice how we're creating that wonderful blend now with the crossover. Now I've not dried this paint in any stage, and you'll start to find that through doing a blend like this, the paint becomes in some respect ever so slightly tacky, and that's because you're continuously pushing the paint around but not adding any more moisture to it. So it's kind of thinking, well, what are you trying to do to me? Because you're just applying the same paint around in places. Well, that's lovely. We want that because it creates that blend for us. Now I'm really gently just sort of tipper-tappering on. I'm now going to only add a tiny little bit more of the paint, okay? There we are, all the way around here. And now you can start to see that that has started to blend. So we want to let that dry, and then we'll do our second coat where we'll continue that colour back over. So we'll leave this one here to start to dry. But you can see on this one, pretty much, yeah, the one that we did earlier, that is now already dried. That would be ready for a second coat. And you can do colour on colour with something like this as well, which again allows you to be even more creative and expressive. But maybe you wanted to colour one of these with your rice papers. Now, when you're talking about rice paper, with your designs for your glassware, you don't always have to paint the glass white, okay? There's this common misconception that everything needs to be painted white for you to be able to actually see the colour properly. Well, that's not always the case. I'm just going to make sure to pick up any excess paint from here, just to dry that so it's not going to go onto my rice paper. There we are. So that download that we've got on the show for you today, let's have a look and see if this butterfly will work on here, because I've printed this out like full size, but I think it would look really cool. See how it would wrap around the entire bottle? So let's cut this one out together and trim it down. And also, if you've just joined us, this is your Cadence and Glass show together. All of the massive, well, all the glorious glassware that we have on this show, there's lots of it and it's all brand new for you as well. So take a good look over. If you've joined us on the live shopping website, you can see all of the products there outlined for you as well. You can see all of them that you can add to your basket, and if you are on Facebook or Instagram, you can add them by typing into the comment section, okay? So I'm just going to go right round here, there we go, and take the scissors and trim right into the design of this paper, okay? Wonderful. Now, really easy and quick to cut out rice paper. Now, you're going to get 60 designs on this download, all brand new artwork as well. So if you haven't seen it this morning, get this in your basket. It's brand new, okay, and it's absolutely tremendous. We love the design. Me and Mel this morning during the show were absolutely in awe of the imagery that's on here. There's something different on every single page, but you also see a resemblance between the two, which is fabulous. So what I'm going to do is take the scissors and work all my way around here. There we are. And just wiggle your scissors and the paper at the same time. Now usually I don't wiggle the scissors at all, but I'm moving both together, not just for speed, but with rice paper it makes it a little bit easier to cut. It's incredibly thin, but it's also strong and durable, so don't worry about breaking it, okay? So just going to wiggle around his little head there we go, and go right close into that detail, almost done. And we're going to adhere this to that glassware, which is going to look absolutely fabulous. Now the reason why I'm not going to paint the glass is that then you could fill the glass with little maybe wire lights or something like that, and all of the illumination would shine through the colours of that rice paper. There we go. So let's just go around all on this side, trimming that back. So a little bit more detail about tomorrow. We've got some brand new floral molds launching. There's a magnolia, there's a camilla. They are huge molds, okay? They're at an incredible price for the size of them as well. And you can fill them with resin or candle wax or soap. And I've made a big piece of wall art out of them. I cannot wait to share it with you. You'll see on social media this evening the posts going out with those designs on. I think you're going to absolutely love it. Right, now we've got our butterfly, we can attach this to our glassware. So if I pop it onto the bottle, you can see how the wings are going to wrap around and meet at the back, which would look wonderful. It's almost like it's hugging the glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just quickly adding my adhesive to the back of the paper. Now, when you're working with your adhesives on these particular processes, you're going to want to either use your dishwasher safe glue or you're going to want to use your Decoupage Plus glue. Now, I'm using dishwasher safe because it's a drinking glass and I'm probably going to be washing it quite a few times. I wouldn't suggest putting these through the dishwasher though, because hand washing is just as easy. And I think for a glass like this, you wouldn't want it to tumble over inside a dishwasher because it's probably going to be quite top heavy. So I'm very quickly, because I know we're reaching towards the end of the show already, which is crazy, it's just flown by, it always does. I'm going to take some of this out, and this is your Magic Bond and Seal glue. So in the center, going to brush that out really quickly. Now I have printed this on an inkjet printer, so I'm going to go quickly so we don't get any of our ink running from here. There we go, just like that, nice and quick. Spread it all over the back of the design. The glassware has been washed, so it's ready to use. So you pick that up and you see you've got very little to none ink seepage at all. I'm then going to take that directly to the glass bottle and centralize it on a flat edge like that. Just bring the image down and let it just do its own thing, okay, but still retain control of where the rice paper is going to flow. Now I've got a few angles here, so we're going to smooth it down. I'm using my hand to do so at the beginning. Keep smoothing that down. There we are. And look at that. This is just one element from 60 designs that you're getting on that download. Isn't it wonderful? Now that butterfly wraps around here and the wings then meet at the back, which gives you a completely different look and feel. I think that's fabulous. Now, this filled with your favorite drink, with lights, embellishments, is gonna look crazy. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the brush again to go over the top of that paper now, just to seal that in. Any areas of your glassware, you can then just wipe it back with your finger and thumb, or use a damp cloth, just to remove any excess glue, because of course it will dry clear, but you may see a slight sheen of where it was or where it dried. So I'm just gonna go all the way around here, smooth that down like that, and then you're almost dry brushing a little bit with the adhesive, and there you go. There you have it. You have got a perfectly decoupaged glassware. Now, you don't have to always paint them white. I would jump out of that mindset of thinking, well, it has to be painted white before you go with rice paper. Yes, if you want the colours to really pop for a different look and feel, but I think this would look glorious just with whatever's contained inside, the vase of flowers, anything at all, and then it's going to go inside the holder with all three of them decorated beautifully. How wonderful is that? And because the butterfly is centralised, it just wraps around it perfectly, doesn't it? So I'm just going to go back to this top of the show. We're going to quickly recap our most popular items on today's show, and then what I'm going to do is say goodbye. I know, right? Because it is almost 2 o'clock. If you've already had your lunch today, let me know what you've had. I'm most certainly going to go and grab mine after this show. But we've got lots to prepare for you for tomorrow. Alison says, hello David, my lovely. Are you coming to Doncaster? Yes, I am, Alison. I believe that's the first place I met you as well. I'm absolutely coming to Doncaster. I cannot wait. I'm going to be there on the Friday, Saturday and the Sunday. Friday, of course, for the workshop. Saturday, Sunday for the event itself. So there's lots to look forward to. I'm really looking forward to this year. It's going to be nice. The craft world's had a bit of a shake-up, but it's going to be lovely to see you all. Loads of exhibitors are going to be there. There's lots to look forward to. You can, of course, still get your tickets, and you can find your tickets for the workshop if you haven't done already on our website as well. I think it's our website. I'll double check that for you. But there's loads to look forward to. But yes, I am, so I hope to see you there. I know it's a long way for you to travel, but we all appreciate you coming down to be able to see us. It's fabulous. And it's one of the best shows. It's the busiest as well, and Doncaster's a great place for crafting. Marina says, managed the whole day so far, but that download is killing me. Might be able to get it next month. Marina, fabulous. Yes, absolutely. It is a download, so it will still be available on the website for you to place your purchase whenever you want to. As for other items, though, being incredibly busy, if something is ever in full allocation, that means you definitely want to check out your basket. So I'm just going to quickly recap for you. The milk glasses here, shop milk for these ones. This one, you're going to get a set of 3 of them. $12.99 is all you're paying for those. I think they're fabulous. I'd want a couple of sets of those. Maybe they make a wonderful gift. Maybe you're going to gift this with a bottle of drink, or it could be something to make a few cocktails or something like that, or it could be maybe with some coffee. It's going to have inside there some different bits to go in it, like chocolates, all that sort of stuff, to make a fabulous selection of drinkable gifts. Now, this for you comes as a set of 3 with the metal holder. It's shop milk, $12.99. You also get the straws included as well, and they are also washable, so you don't have to dispose of those. You can keep them. You could replace them with metal ones if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you, whichever way you want to work with it. The glass bottles for you, shop bottle, $12.99 there. You're going to get both of these. You're going to get the wider one and the taller one. They do have detailing on them as well, which I think would look really nice if you were to gesso these, and then maybe think about bringing in some of your waxes or mask parts of it off and gild it. They are gorgeous. I love as well that the glassware is blue, so it almost has this blue wraparound on it, which you can paint over if you want to. They both come with the metal clasps on the top with the silicone stopper, which means you quite literally just lock it into place. That means you can keep juices, waters, all that sort of stuff. You know, when you go to a nice restaurant, they bring you a bottle of water. It's usually in something like this, and they've just filled it from the tap. But you can have some for your hosting table if you wanted to, for just $12.99. The 3 striped ones that we shared with you at the start of the show, they're also still available for you. Shop striped, $12.99 is going to get you 3 glass lanterns. We absolutely love these. They're great. When these came in, everyone was saying they wanted them in their gardens, in the trees, on the windowsills, everywhere for you to have them. So that is shop stripe for those, all 3 together for just £12.99. I'm just going to finish up for you on the little trio that we've got there for you. The 3 little dainty ones, super, super cute together. You're going to get 3 of them all together for $12.99. I love these. Shop Lilac. I think they look great in any garden, any age. for any setting, whether it's summer, whether it's winter, or for Christmas. Imagine them with a little battery-powered tea light in them on the Christmas tree. They would look fab. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. We have been on live shopping.vip for today's show, which has been a wonderful platform to share with you. And of course, you can still check out all of your products on the Highlight Crafts website, featuring everything within this show and, of course, taking advantage of your Highlight Crafts Club discount. But thank you for joining us. This is your last live afternoon hour. We are back this evening, though, as well, with another show, which is exciting, at 6 p.m. on Highlight Crafts. Don't forget to join that one. Do check out your baskets as well. It's been great to see you, and I will see you in the morning at 8 a.m. with brand new molds. See you later.